the biggest business mistake that I've made, the two most costly business mistakes I've made. One of them has nothing to do with this. This is the other one, which has everything to do with this. I had a competitor that ended up taking a bunch of my top testimonials that we kind of converted to semi-employees because they were big evangelists back in the gym launch days. And as soon as they took them, and they were big ads for me, all of a sudden they were running ads for this other guy. So it's kind of like when the Verizon guy went to the AT&T. Remember that switch over, that actor? It was kind of like that. And this guy was offering one-on-one coaching to help people out. I never did that. And they were cheaper. So they were cheaper, they were doing one-on-one, and they had some of my top, customers becoming advocates. And they said that the 10 of them had come together, they partnered. He partnered with these 10 people or something like that. And when that happened, my feathers got all ruffled, and I was like, it's wartime, we gotta go to the mattresses, we gotta really, change the business up. And so I did this big kind of like relaunch internally to my existing customer base. And I said, I did this big value stack, and then I said, you're gonna get all this extra stuff, not for the same price you're paying me, but for less. And so I took my existing recurring base and I reduced my revenue by $500,000 top line per month. And so that translated, because we take it off top line and the costs went up. So I increased my costs and I took my top line down by $6 million. And I ended up losing in profit somewhere in the neighborhood of $6 to $7 million a year for that business at the time. I then ended up selling that business, obviously, and the business never recovered that profit. It stayed there. And when I did make that move, the first comment in the chat after I dropped that it was less was a complaint that I had not done it earlier. So it was not, thank you so much for lowering the price and giving us more shit. It was, I can't believe I was paying more. And I was like, I want to fucking kill myself. And here was the best part of all. My churn changed to 0. So I just cut my top line by 20%, churn remained the same. Because the willingness to pay change that I made, I basically reduced it from, call it $3,000 a month to $2,500 a month. It actually made no real difference in whether someone would cancel or not. It was past a threshold that this is a lot of money. And so it changed nothing. I just made less money. And then when I sold the company, that 6 got multiplied by a lot. And so that probably cost me in the neighborhood of probably $50 million. And so the big lesson that I learned there was that I shouldn't, and that competitor ended up killing that business.